Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, now from deep in the darkest forests of northern Minnesota, the show you've waited for. This is Grizzly's Growls. And I am honored to present our host, the man, the mystery, the legend. This is Grizzly.
Hello there, and welcome to Grizzly's Growls number 128, this would be. My name is David Grizzly Smith, a.k.a. Grizzly Silversmith on Second Life and other thirsty places. Just doing a quick one because I haven't done one in an awfully long while, and I wanted to let you know, I didn't get hit by a beer truck or anything. I'm still out here. I suppose you'd have to say, yes, in fact, I did pod fade. I'm not... I haven't done anything in so darn long. Exhausted from work and busy trying to do some other things. So that's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. I've been listening to a lot of podcasts, though, and getting intrigued by the stuff again. I think it's a different world than it was when I started back in 2007. In fact, we're right about in the neighborhood of the seventh year since I did my first podcast. It was about February 4 of 2007, I think I did my first one. And things have changed a bit. There's a lot more resources, a lot more options out there now. Well, let's just ramble on for a little bit. I was going to break down sections and do fancy stuff. You know, one thing, the theme I had in mind for today, if I have a theme, is a phrase, the perfect is the enemy of the good. It's actually, I found this on Wikipedia, so it must be true. It is possibly derived from a line from a poem by Voltaire that said, best is enemy of the good. And best I can tell, it's the same concept. The idea is that if you get so obsessed with anything that you produce being the best or perfect when you're done with it, when you put it out, you will actually not put anything out, and you will never do anything good. And if you combine that with, I believe it's Sturgeon's law, that 90% of everything is crap, and the codicil to that if you're an author, you have to produce that 90% crap before you can actually produce the 10% that won't be crap. Basically, if you keep thinking that things have to be perfect, you will not produce anything good because you won't produce anything, and you will never get to the point where you actually can produce anything good because you won't be done producing your 90% crap. And I have to admit, I think I'm probably not done producing my 90% crap. Case in point, this podcast. Anyway, I haven't done any podcasting in a long while. You might have noticed that. I did go to school to be a broadcaster, and now I'm a phone monkey. There's no kinder word for it, really. Phone monkey. Actually, phone monkey is too kind of word for the job I have now. Looking at a couple of other possibilities as far as day job, but we'll see how that turns out. No apparent... I wouldn't even know where to start, quite frankly, getting on the radio. People keep telling me, when I'm at work and I'm on the phone with customers, they say, you've got a great voice. You should be on the radio. And I keep telling them, why, thank you, because that's the only answer you can give. Why, thank you. But also that, all I need is somebody who owns a radio station to tell me that I should be on the radio. Okay, when do I start? Doesn't seem like that's liable to happen by accident, and I don't really... either I don't know exactly how to accomplish that on purpose, or I don't have the guts. I don't really feel sufficiently confident in my own abilities to be able to go ask. I keep wanting to ask, but I see the ads, postings for various broadcasting jobs, and they want 2 or 3 years of experience doing this, that, and the other, and which is perfectly reasonable, no doubt. But I don't know. I keep going back to the fact that back when I was in school and I was looking for an internship, and they could have had me for free, they didn't want me. And if they don't want you for nothing, why would you assume they want you for actual money and whatnot? So that's what I'm up against now. I have been looking at a couple of bits and pieces of technology which looks very intriguing and for which I have no use at all, but it looks pretty cool. I downloaded something the other day called the Ustream producer. Basically, the idea being that you can do a moderately fancy video stream from a computer that you can do split screen, and I could do Skype interviews on that thing. I still have all the hardware and software and whatnot I used to use for doing audio Skype interviews and such with this hardware too. Of course, that's still there. I could still do that. I have a couple of people that actually want me to do. Well, I have one person I know that wants me to do an interview, and I didn't do it because I was kind of out of the game for a long stretch there. And if I ever get my mind right again, and it's I don't see why it isn't, quite frankly. But if I ever get my head together again, yes, in fact, I really owe an interview there. Got somebody who agreed to let me record his book as a audiobook. Looks like a pretty good one. Not brilliant. It's not going to shake the world, but it's kind of a fun little book called Swinging Doors by Mike Quinlan. No, it's Quinlan Michael Hampston, who is one of the two owners of the R.T. Quinlan's downtown, a little bar that I go to on a pretty regular basis. Yeah, wrote a memoir. Some of the stories about his life and about the lives of his friends back in the day. And he didn't feel comfortable recording the thing himself, and I did encourage him to do it, but he just didn't feel like he could sustain that. I guess I can understand. It's a lot of stuff to do. I have trouble sustaining an audiobook, demonstrated by the fact I've got one that's about half done that I haven't finished yet. But so I should finish that sometime soon. And there, I should do more with that. I just, again, going back to the perfect is the enemy of the good. I spent too much time, I think, listening to people in the the well-meaning and well-intentioned and intelligent and probably entirely correct people in the podcasting conferences online. Talking about, well, if you really want to do good quality, you have to have a walk-in closet with closing in it that you can use for recording, or you have to build one of these, or you have to get some of that. Or, hey, I just put together some quilts over a couple of bookshelves, and I've got a good space. And yeah, okay. I don't have any of that. I have an extremely small space. I have decent hardware to record with. You can probably tell. At least I hope you can tell. Yeah, there are maybe a few things I could do to make the audio quality I can produce here better, but honestly, I just don't have the kind of resources they have. Even the simplest, even the cheap ones that they have, I don't have that, and I can't do those things. And if I keep, but the thing, that's the thing. That's one of the other things that have been kind of holding me back, is I keep getting this idea in my head that because other people that are recording audiobooks have better recording environments than I do, and because they can, they produce this wonderful sounding stuff, and they use well-selected music, and I use kind of crappy selected music. It's okay, but it's not. It could be better, but it could be worse. And because their productions are so much better than my own, that I should just give up. And pretty much that's what I did, is stop doing it, because I kept thinking that it's not perfect. And if it's not perfect, I shouldn't do it at all, because other people are doing so much more wonderful stuff. And there's people that are hugely popular on like YouTube and Ustream, and they're doing a lot of video, and they're doing a lot more interviews than I ever did. And there are a lot of people out there that are much better at this stuff than I do, or at least much better equipped to do this stuff than I am. So I don't do it because I just don't feel like I can live up to the standards that are out there to live up to. And so, in other words, yes, the perfect is the enemy of the good. If I keep trying to want to be perfect, and there's nothing wrong with wanting to be perfect, I suppose. But if I, just as with anybody else, if I keep insisting that whatever I produce has to be perfect, I'll produce nothing, and I won't even be good. I won't even be bad. I won't even be bad because I won't have done anything. So there's that. Anyway, I think this is actually about, looks like coming about 9.5 or 10 minutes. Kind of want to just, for the nonce, get this out there just so I've got something. Another thing I've been playing with is Audio Boo, and if I ever happen to get together and actually do an actual podcast on a regular basis again, I know a good mechanism now for using that to gather comments. So if you happen to look at Audio Boo, spelled pretty much the way you'd expect, basically, I think I could do that. If you wanted to try and send me a comment just so I've got one I can play with, you could jump on Audio Boo. It is possible to record an Audio Boo from the website. It's just a little audio file. You can get an app for your phone where you can record Audio Boos, and just put the hashtag in the description of your Audio Boo, pound HeyGriz, HeyGriz. And what I'll do is I'll set things up so I'll be looking for comments with that tag on there, and I'll grab the audio, and should I happen to do another podcast, I'll just pull those in, and maybe we'll have a nice chat, maybe some tea. Wouldn't that be lovely? Anyway, I'm just going to pull the pin on this one and get this out just because I want to get something out, and we'll look at possibly producing something else a little bit down the road. Nice talking to you again. Do be in touch. You never call, you never write. And good day. Oh, I forgot one more thing. I'm going to use for the moment, I'm going to use the already recorded closing I have. But I don't have that domain anymore. I don't have grizzliesgrowls.com anymore. Ran out of money, couldn't afford to keep the domain. I still have grizzly.libsyn.com. And the blog is still at grizzliesgrowls.blogger.com if you're interested in that. And I can still get email comments, of course, grizzliesgrowls@gmail.com. And I'm on Twitter at grizzliesgrowls. Where else am I? I'm on YouTube somewhere. Probably still Grizzlies Growls for that, and Google Plus, and all the fun places the kids go these days. And I'm even on Facebook, and I've got a Facebook page and everything. So, check it out. Let me know. Give me a spirit boosting encouragement thing, because I could use some right now. Once again, good day. Thank you for listening to Grizzlies Growls, the life and times of a minor local celebrity. If you like the show, tell your friends. If you don't like the show, tell your enemies. Leave an email, audio, or video comment on the website at grizzliesgrowls.com. This show was provided under a Creative Commons Attribution, Non-Commercial, No Derivatives license. Talk at you later.